guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me where I'm going to be showing you my hair, my skin, and my makeup. I thought we would do it a little bit more robust this time. I'm really excited that this video is sponsored by and in partnership with Lancome. They've got some amazing skincare that I'm really excited to show you, including one of their products that I've absolutely fallen in love with since they launched it. I've gone through 2 tubes of it, which is... that's meaningful. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how I went from first thing this morning to something a little bit more presentable, whether I choose to leave the house or not, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's move into skincare. I'm gonna do hair second, even though my hair is gonna be done in these clips. It's just, I didn't want you to have to sit through me doing my skincare with my undone hair, if that makes sense. And I didn't want to have to sit through it either. But if you are doing your skincare and your hair care at the same time, just make sure to wash in between, because what's meant for your hair isn't necessarily meant to go here. That's hard for me to say with my bit of a Newfoundland accent. But anyways, let's go ahead and move into my first product. This is newer to me. I've always had oilier skin, but this is a really, really popular product. And as I've been trying to tackle some dehydration, this has been so nice. So this is the Tonique Comfort. This says that it hydrates your skin in 15 minutes. I absolutely, after you put this on, it feels so good. The texture is really, really unique. It's liquidy, but it has a little bit of thickness, so it feels really, really good on the skin. It gently cleanses the skin to help it prep for makeup. It gives you that immediate glow with the hyaluronic acid. Helps with your skin's water retention, which is really, really important to me. It's also alcohol free. Like as like a morning or a night thing, you can use it like a toner. It's almost like a cleanser-y kind of product. It's really, really interesting. Feels so, so good on the skin, and you can use it on a cotton pad or you can just put it on your hands too. Moving on to a great kind of do-it-all serum from them. This is one that I recommend all the time because kind of no matter what you're looking to tackle, it sort of does a little bit of everything and does it well. This is the Lancome Advanced Genifique, also excuse my accent in all of these. Youth Activating Concentrate. I love this. Again, it's got the hyaluronic acid in there, which is an ingredient I'm always seeking. I love to use that on damp skin. It really helps with the plumping and hydration. There's vitamin C in here, which is going to help with the brightness of your skin, help with the overall look of the skin, any dullness, which I really, really appreciate. Helps with firmness, elasticity, wrinkles, fine lines, and texture over time. And I actually put this right over the Comfort Toner, over a little bit of dampness. That's how these products work best. The word damp maybe isn't the best descriptor, but that's really, really how I feel the hydration being locked into my skin, and my skin truly immediately looks and feels healthier and plumper. And then of course over time, you're going to get those ingredients doing what they need to do. I always get asked the question about eye cream. For me, I noticed probably in the past 5 years, fine lines under my eyes. I might have an actual just line now. So I've been using eye creams for a little while, but of course it depends on what you're looking to tackle. But if you are looking to tackle anything like brightness or kind of like you're trying to make your under eyes brighter, you're trying to tackle any fine lines, hollowness, this is a really, really great eye cream. I know I've mentioned this in favorites before, but this is the Lancome Advanced Genifique. Yeah. The thing that stood out to me about this the most though was the texture. You know, I love a good texture. Cloudy, pillowy, good under makeup and good at night. There's not a lot of eye creams I find. Sometimes they can be a little bit too thick under my eyes for the daytime, and then I only end up using it at night or vice versa, but this one I really enjoy for both day and night. So now let's talk about the product that I really, really have fallen in love with since they launched this. This is probably one of my favorite products from Lancome. It's a recommendation I make personally all the time when people are looking for a great SPF, because all of this great skincare we've done, we want to protect it now from the sun. So this is the Lancome UV Expert Aqua Gel Defense 50. This is phenomenal for a bunch of reasons. It's an all-day primer and moisturizing gel. It's got vitamin E in here, oil-free. For me, one of the biggest things is that the texture is really good under makeup, but it doesn't turn me purple. It doesn't make me greasy or gray. It does come out looking white. It doesn't have a gel texture, but as you see when I rub it into my skin, there is absolutely no white residue. It's not heavy, so it doesn't feel like sticky under makeup. It's a primer, it's a moisturizer, it's a sunscreen, and you're getting that SPF 50 in there, which I think is just absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I really, really love this if you have not tried it yet. So if you want to check out those products, I will of course have them linked down below. But now let's go ahead and move into my hair. So then for my hair, we're actually going to go back just pre-skincare. So I really, really keep it quite simple. No shock here, but never been one for elaborate hair. But this is just my mister. It's filled with water. If you have curly hair, or if you tend to like add any water to your hair in the morning or when you're styling styling. So handy. So much better, obviously, than dipping your head under the sink or even splashing your head or even a spray bottle, just because it's a mist. It's not, it's just so much lighter. It really distributes the water throughout my hair to kind of loosen everything up. My hair is a couple of days old, clearly. Then I'm using the Kerastase Curl Manifesto Leave-In. This is a line that I really, really love. I probably should talk about it more, but I love every product from this line. Today I'm just reaching for the leave-in. I wanted to add a little bit of moisture into my hair, and I like to do it on damp hair. I feel like it helps distribute the leave-in throughout my hair, and perhaps the same principles work as in skincare. And then just to kind of keep everything in place, I use a little bit of this olive oil edge control hair gel. I really don't use a lot of this. I know people use way more than me. I even mix a little bit of water to it, and I just end up kind of forming two little ponytails, brushing it back with that brush to keep things in place, adding in a couple of bobby pins where need be. So not super elaborate, but now let's go ahead and get into just some simple makeup that I've been doing lately. I've revisited a few products, and I've got a look together that I've really been enjoying. So firstly, I've been using the Colourpop Stick Foundation again. I really, really love this. I think it's so good. And when I'm thinking about like simple light makeup, this is one of the products that I think about, and I want to mention it to you because I feel like other people don't think of it. It's a really just, look how it blends out on my face. The shade match is really good too. It's on the more neutral side, even though they listed it as cool, medium dark 130C. And I'm a little bit tanned right now. I have some color. But this shade has worked for me for the most part, I think. I don't know when I bought it. I don't think I bought this in the summer, but anyways, it's a really great foundation. I think the majority of skin types would like this. You might need a little more moisture if you're dry. I'm going to keep things a little bit lighter under the eyes and use the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer. This launched a while back. I would kind of like to try the deeper shades as a, see if they would work as a cream bronzer. But this was a concealer that kind of took me by surprise. I felt like I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because generally these types of concealers that come in this packaging, I just find that it's not that they don't give enough coverage sometimes, it's like they just don't make things look better. Like somehow it ended up making things look worse if it's like this weird in-between coverage, but this had a really nice amount of coverage. And this is in the shade N56 Medium. And I just thought it has a really nice natural finish. I do like it fingers under the eyes, and letting it set a little under the eyes helps too, but the color is good. It's not often that I find, like most of the concealers that I like are full coverage, and then I'll use them in a more medium coverage way, but I find sometimes medium coverage concealers are a disaster. But this one is very beautiful. And I know that these jelly highlighters, can you hear that? They sound a little heinous, but they're really pretty. This is the e.l.f. one in the shade Dew. It's the kind of thing that I can see why people would have a hard time like coming. I can see people either being super pumped about like a jelly texture, or like either it seems like a mess or it's kind of like ugh. But honestly, the finish on the skin is very beautiful. And under my eyes, I'm still testing this out, this Halo Glow setting powder from e.l.f. I think I like it. I got it in a shade, I can't remember if I intended to purchase it for my under eyes or not, but I got it in a shade that was like kind of too dark for my under eyes and a little look too light for my face, but I think it's nice. And then I've been setting my face. I brought back the old Maybelline Matte and Poreless. A classic. It adds just a little bit of coverage and matteness, but not too much. Is there a dewy powder of this, or like a more radiant powder? I'd like to try that. For bronzer, I've been reaching for this one from Annabelle. This is the Biggie bronzer, and every now and then I go through a phase of like shimmery bronzers. But it has to be particular shimmery bronzers. I normally don't really like shimmery bronzers, but I think the formulations of them have gotten better perhaps, or maybe my preferences have changed a bit. or something in between, but I really quite like this bronzer from them. The shimmery doesn't really come off on your face. It just gives a little bit of a different look. There's something that's a little bit warmer, and there's a little bit of radiance on the skin, and it's a really just kind of warm toned bronzer in general if you have my skin tone. Good drugstore option. Let me bring you in and do my eyes. I haven't really had a particular eye look that I've been doing, but I figured while we're here, I wanted to break this out because it's been a while. The Urban Decay Born to Run. Also, you can see what my skin looks like up close. Things are playing together quite nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some of the lighter shade Riff here. I just want to kind of go peachy and monochromatic. I don't want to do a lot on the eyes today. Just not feeling it. You know, you gotta feel it in your personality sometimes, like a dark eye look or a colorful eye look. Today in my bones, it's light and peachy, you know? What color are your bones today? My bones are light and peachy. That's probably a problem. I'm using that shade Still Shot. And this is pretty much going to be the look. I'm really into just this sort of one color thing. And this palette is really nice. I feel like the colors actually translate onto my eyes. Like I have no like white base. I didn't even put concealer down actually. I'll take a little bit of the shade Stranded and put it on my inner corner. Really good inner corner shade. That was something I loved about this palette was the cream shade was great for my brow bone. Great selection of light browns that are matte. Good selection of colors. Good selection of lights for like, oh, it's just a phenomenal palette. Just job well done. For mascara, I've been loving this combo. I know I used it a little while back, but I'm back into it now. The Pacifica Vegan Collagen line. So it comes with like a lash serum and sort of, I treat it more like, I think it's more like a primer. And now the mascara. The mascara doesn't need the primer, but they work great together. I think I want to do lower lashes today. While we're on topic, why don't I grab the Lancome Lash Idole. This has got like a really, I like this kind of thing for my lower lashes. I don't know why, but I rarely do it, but I'm feeling inspired today. For blush, I started using this again recently. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's the matte powder blush. If you've been following my channel for a while, I've been wearing this blush for a very long time. It's just a really great kind of everyday shade for me. It's peachy. It's got good pigmentation. It's a great affordable option too. The only difference now is I put my blush in a different place. Welcome blush to up here. I've been really into this, like, I mean, ever since Rihanna did her makeup that way, where she went to the Met Gala and had like the pink going into this, ever since she did that, it was something. And I think I look like that right now. Delusional. Okay, believe it or not, I don't really want much highlighter right now. I kind of just want to put this on over as like a blush topper and see if it gives me the glow that I want. It's the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted Scented Blush. It's still scented? Yeah, a little bit. Let's see if this will give me some glow. Because I just put on another highlighter and I didn't like it. My skin's already kind of glowy. Yeah. And then before my lip, I'm just going to use this new YSL Dewy Mist. Really nice mister on it. Still testing this out, but really lightweight. And then for my lip, I mean, I'm not going to come all the way here and do a sponsored Lancome video and not talk about Juicy Tubes. I was so excited when I heard that Juicy Tubes were coming back. Then when Lancome asked me to be a part of the launch, you know I love to cry on my YouTube channel, but truly I cannot tell you how, you know, little Samantha, who stood at the Lancome counter begging for a Juicy Tube, would be so freaking excited. Okay. I can't ruin my nice makeup. But just So special, so cool. So anyways, let me cry over this lip gloss. I'm gonna use the Lancome Juicy Tube in Tickled Pink, and they still smell the same. They're still great scents, great colors. Ugh, they're just the best. So here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. Be sure to check out the Lancome products that I mentioned down in the description box below. And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook @SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!